Not all beings created by God remain in the heavens. Some descended from the divine realm to interact with humanity, sometimes as messengers, sometimes as rebels. The Nephilim, the Watchers, the Satyrs, and the Zazelle are figures that exist between heaven and earth. They reveal the complexity of God's creation, showing that even the divine has its darker corners. The Nephilim are the giants, the offspring of the sons of God and human women. They are the ancient heroes, powerful yet corrupted by their divine bloodline. Described as mighty men of renown, these giants were said to have walked the earth before the flood, leaving behind a legacy of mystery and fear. Some say their spirits still linger in the legends of old, while others believe they are the very embodiment of rebellion against God's order. The cherubim are even older. Often misunderstood as chubby angelic infants, the true biblical cherub is a fearsome guardian. With 4 faces, human, lion, ox, and eagle, they embody strength, wisdom, and divine vision. Their bodies are covered in eyes, their wings stretched wide. They were placed at the gates of Eden to guard the way to the tree of life. Then come the Offen, perhaps the strangest of all. They are the wheels within wheels seen in the visions of the prophet Ezekiel. Covered in eyes, glowing with radiant energy, these living wheels move in perfect harmony without turning. They are not just vehicles of God, they are living beings that carry His throne across the heavens. These creatures remind us, the divine is not tame. It is not simple. It is mysterious, majestic, and terrifying. When the Bible speaks of heaven, it speaks not just of peace, but of power beyond human comprehension. Not all beings created by God remain in the heavens. Some descended from the divine realm to interact with humanity, sometimes as messengers, sometimes as rebels. The Nephilim, the Watchers, the Satyrs, and the Zazelle are figures that exist between heaven and earth. They reveal the complexity of God's creation, showing that even the divine has its darker corners. The Nephilim are the giants, the offspring of the sons of God and human women. They are the ancient heroes, powerful yet corrupted by their divine bloodline. Described as mighty men of renown, these giants were said to have walked the earth before the flood, leaving behind a legacy of mystery and fear. Some say their spirits still linger in the legends of old, while others believe they are the very embodiment of rebellion against God's order. The Watchers were once sent by God to guide humanity. But they fell. These angels, who watched over mankind, taught forbidden knowledge, the secrets of war, magic, vanity. Their rebellion led them to be cast out, bound in chains deep beneath the earth. They are the ones who began the corruption of mankind, forever remembered as the ones who dared to cross the boundary between divine will and human desire. Then, there are the Satyrs, creatures of chaos, half man, half beast. These mischievous beings haunt the wilderness, whispering in the wind, luring travelers to their doom. Often depicted as part goat, part man, they represent the untamed, primal forces of nature that stand in direct opposition to divine order. They are both alluring and terrifying, embodying the hidden, wild desires of the human soul. And lastly, there is Zazelle, the fallen angel who is often associated with the scapegoat. Zazelle's name echoes through the wilderness, where the sins of humanity were once placed upon a goat and sent into the desert. This ritual symbolized the transfer of guilt, but Zazelle himself is far more than a mere scapegoat. He is a symbol of exile and separation from God, the embodiment of the hidden forces that tempt humanity away from righteousness. The Bible speaks not only of angels and men but also of the beasts that dwell in the deep, creatures whose very existence defies the order of creation. The Leviathan, the Behemoth, the Repim, and Lilith are the beings that haunt the darkest corners of the world. They are ancient, primal forces, both terrifying and awe-inspiring, symbols of the untamed powers that exist beyond human understanding. The Leviathan is the monstrous sea creature described in the book of Job. It is a creature of immense power, with armored scales, sharp teeth, and fiery breath. The Leviathan is said to be so fierce that no human can tame it. It is a symbol of chaos and destruction, a beast born from the depths of the ocean, an embodiment of the unknown and uncontrollable forces of nature. Yet, it is also a reminder that even the greatest of beasts are under God's command. The Behemoth, on the other hand, is a creature of the land. Described as a giant beast that eats grass like an ox, the Behemoth is so massive that it can shake the earth with its steps. Its thick skin and powerful build make it impervious to human weapons. The Behemoth represents the raw power of creation, an awe-inspiring force that reminds us of the vastness of God's design. The Repim are the giants of the underworld, beings who once roamed the earth but are now confined to the shadows of the grave. They are the spirits of ancient warriors, their names lost to time, but their presence still felt in the echoes of forgotten kingdoms. The Repim are symbols of death and the eternal nature of sin, reminding us of the fragility of life and the weight of history. And lastly, there is Lilith, the first woman. According to some traditions, she was created before Eve but was cast out of the Garden of Eden for defying God. Lilith is a symbol of rebellion and temptation, a dark figure who has been mythologized as the mother of demons and the embodiment of seduction. She haunts the night, whispering to those who wander too far from the path of righteousness. These creatures, though different in form, all share one thing in common: they are manifestations of the chaotic forces that exist in the world. They remind us that God's creation is not simple or tame. It is filled with mystery, darkness, and power beyond our understanding,